Hey everyone, this is Vadivelan and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've started this series for CCNA version 2.0 based on the new Cisco syllabus that is released from version 1.1 to 2.0. So this is the first video of the series. If you like this video after you watching, you can share, subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you. In this first video, we will discuss about the basics. After that, you will be able to understand what is network, why network exists, why really network matters, what are the types of topologies like LAN, WAN, what is an internet, how actually what is an ISP, what is the services provided by ISP, clients, servers, router, switch, firewall, where it is actually placed, and you will be have some basic understanding. So, have you ever wondered when you type google.com or YouTube or anything that you open on your mobile or in your laptop, what actually happens? Because when you type it within seconds, you will get the page loaded. See what happens in real time. I will show you with animation. First, when you connect your mobile to the Wi-Fi router in your home, right? So it gives you some IP address, right? Once you get an IP address, you will type on your browser www.google.com. Here, once you type, your mobile will not have what is the IP address for the google.com. So what it has to do, it has to contact something called domain name system. So it converts the naming to the actual IP address, how the devices talks to each other. Once the DNS queries reach the DNS server, now DNS server will reply to a query. Once you got the reply from the query, what happens? Your payload will reach the internet and you will get the data loaded. This is what happens whenever you type something on your browser or even when you use an application to access the internet files. This is what happens every time. But this DNS queries is only once it's sent and then it will save that IP in the local cache. When the next time happens, it won't go and query the DNS. It will directly take from the local cache and then contact the server directly. So see this much of time, right? You see that this much of work, it happens within few seconds from the mobile device. That's happened. That is possible because of the modern networking nowadays. Okay, let's see what is network, which we discussed, right? So computer, any network devices communicate with each other, right? That is a network. For an example, a PC to PC connection or a PC that's connected via switch and they pass the traffic between them. And when you do printing, that's also come under the networking. And when you also do communicate with your server, consider like you are googling something, you are on a web page, you are on some website trying to do something, and so it all are like connected to a network, right? Let's see. Now you have an understanding what is a network, right? It's a simply two devices or more devices connecting each other and sharing the information. It could be switch to router. It's all come under the networking. So let's see why actually you need a network, right? So if there is no network, right? So the current everyday works will get passed. For an example, emails, they get passed. Websites you browse, the video meetings, the cloud computing, the hospitals actually, the billing systems, their internal database, and your online banking, your enterprise, and much more. It depends on the network, right? That's why the company builds a stronger network. If they don't have the stronger network, then they will be lagging in how the people reach to them. So you can see what happens when you have two office, right? Enterprise office, they want to connect each other between the two sites. For example, there are two branch office, small office, consider you are in Sydney and another office in Perth, and you are connected to an AWS server where your actual data is hosted, right? So what happens they'll have to build the strong network so that the flow will happen between the side to side, and simultaneously they will also reach the server to access all the information, or if they want to go out of internet, yes, they will do. So that's why you need to have a strong network to do it. Now we understand why actually network matters a lot. Next, we will go into different types of networking, right? Their setups. So one something called local area network. If you are new to the networking, if someone say there is a issue with the LAN, right? You don't have to confuse. LAN is something is local area network, means that within the premises. If you're sitting in Sydney office or in your local office, if they say there's a issue, local LAN issue at the Sydney office, so you need to understand that is something is locally having some issue. It's not the remote ISP or the remote inside issue. It's local issue where you're sitting at the office premises. So this is how actually the local LAN look like. They'll be connecting to printers, they'll be connected to different switches, and also they can have the local servers. Also they connect to the internet. So next is a wide area network. It's like you have two offices as we discussed, Sydney and Melbourne, and they will need a connection, right, between these two sites. They actually connect to a something called internet service provider. Consider in Sydney or Australia, you have Telstra, Optus, and even TPG and Vodafones are there. Also, the small providers are available to give you connections between your office. So, why actually this is how actually you can see the WAN network works. Once you start, your actual traffic will flow between one side to another side, right? So because in case if you are having an dedicated line, then it's okay. But in case if the connections between Sydney and Melbourne is there, and that's where something called the firewall kicks in to block any unauthorized traffic entering into a network at both the sides. So basically, this is a laptop or PC, and this is a wireless device, and it's connected to a switch. It's a wireless switch. Then the switch is connected to a gateway router. Then gateway router is connected to a firewall. This is where you restrict all the unauthorized traffic that entering into your network that's coming from the internet or from the other side also. This is actually a must for any small or medium or large scale enterprises to make sure that your devices are not stolen by anyone. Next, how actually the internet works? Maybe you might be wondering, we already discussed about the animation, how actually the DNS query works and stuff. Now, let's consider people when you say, right, I have an ISP issues. Normal people will talk who are not in networking, right? They say, like, I have an issue with the internet, right? I'm not able to access the server. It's not my issue with my ISP. So it could not be issue with your ISP. So ISP stands for Internet Service Provider, right? So they provide the service, but they actually don't host the servers. Consider you have Telstra, you have TPG, you have an Optus. They all together, right? They have their own network, built infrastructure, internet cloud. So when you connect to that internet cloud, what happens? They will have something called a public network cloud peering. They actually peer with this public net cloud peering where they will get the internet IP at where the Google or YouTube or Facebook or even your Netflix all connected via this. Then they export this particular IP address on the traffic towards you. When you try to access, maybe you would be able to reach from here to here, but if there is some issue here in public cloud peering also, you won't be able to reach that destination. So internet is hosting the servers where you can, not everyone can actually access the data that is hosted on the servers. I can host something on my house also. I can advertise in my to my service provider. Then anyone from across the world can reach the server via the internet. Without internet, even I won't be recording this video and uploading to YouTube, and you won't be watching it. So internet network is also must, and nowadays internet service has become a massive after the AI, because without AI we are nothing. So AI is also included in the CCNA course version 2.0. We will see that in upcoming slides in the future videos. Okay. Now we have at least have you guys have some understanding about network devices. This is nothing but a PC. We have already discussed. And next is the switch. Let me write it down for you. This is switch. This is a PC or a laptop or a mobile. This is what we call this a client, right? The end user. So these are the jargon they use. End user, right? In different people's uses different terms. End users, clients, and a normal I say PC. End user client means it's just the user who is using the application. How they connect the application? Maybe a mobile, maybe a laptop, maybe a tab. And switch, and this one is the router. So router actually it's a, we call as a gateway, where you will see like GW or gateway. When someone say gateway is not reachable, don't get confused. They are just talking about the router. So they are not able to reach the router, which is the exit and entry point for any connection set out and in of your network. So that's called as a gateway router, we usually call. The next firewall, the guy who plays a major role actually. So to make sure that your data is not theft by any hacker that is roaming around in the office or outside your office, or an hacker who is actively looking for some uh, data that they can steal your information. So the firewall used to stop those kind of unauthorized access to your data within your network. So if you are not configuring the firewall in a proper manner, then you are sued. No one can save you. So make sure you configure the firewall very careful, and you don't allow any unauthorized configurations in the firewall. But it's, you will know once you are in job, you will know what is actually the firewall means. We actually have an idea to put more video on firewall. See, if I get a time, I'll make sure that I'll do some videos on firewall as well. Next, you know the servers, the network devices, servers, where actually my YouTube data, right? The video also uploaded to the server, and you are watching it using this server only. So these are the network devices. So hope that you have some understanding about what is network and why actually network matters, and how actually like how we connect to the internet in a normal animation series we have discussed. Also, you understood the network device. I'll catch up you guys in the next video with more information. Keep then watch my video, and if you like it, share it, and do subscribe and click a bell icon. Thank you very much for watching the video.